him the forecast.
That man says, give him the forecast. Give him the forecast. Oh, this is the happiest I've been all year. What is up, YouTube? How are you? Hi, how's it going? I'm Joe from bartendnerds.com, a little slice of life webcomic that I am finally in the process of rebuilding the whole site. Maybe add an art store, because on top of little webcomics, I also do fan art for all the reactions that I do. I don't know how I'm going to do this with X-Men. I think I have an idea of what I'm going to do. We're going to see if I can pull it off, because again, I'm trying to marathon this today, you know what I'm saying? Because I have had too many things spoiled for me. Because I don't think you understand how much X-Men the animated series means to me. I don't think you know. If you're on this channel a lot, you know that at the beginning of every new series that I start, I have like an hour-long conversation about how much it means to me and how I grew up with it and all. Listen, I don't care if you're tired of these. X-Men 94 or 3. X-Men 90-something changed me. Ninja Turtles is one thing. Everybody loved Ninja Turtles when I was a kid. Who didn't love Ninja Turtles? But X-Men was my first like comic book dip my toe in the water type of thing. Because I remember that Batman came out the same year. Listen, Saturday morning cartoons was my shit. But out of all the Saturday morning cartoons, X-Men was my favorite. In fact, you know what? I'll break it down even further. I'm gonna prove to you that I'm a bigger X-Men animated series fan than you. Ready? Let's see if you remember this. You remember Pizza Hut. Yes. Pizza Hut had a special where if you bought a, I don't know, large pizza with a 2-liter, I don't know, something, they had VHS tapes officially licensed by Fox Kids for X-Men Night of the Sentinels Part 1 and 2. Do you remember that? I had that and I watched it more times than I think any VHS I owned. I do not think there was another. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. How awesome are these? I bought these to be Old Man Logan for a bartending shift like 2-3 years ago, and man, I broke it because I can't stop using these. Like every time I walked past these, I had to play with them. I've actually split blunts because these are actually kind of sharp, and I'm like, this is how Wolverine would, you know, I gotta split this blunt, bub. I used to always say, this is gonna sound like some stupid shit. Hold on. Now I know that the sound is snicked. All right, whatever. But the sound that I used to make was, and I used to always say that if you go like this, and like you close your hand when you go up like that, and you make the sound, I swear to God, still to this day, I just turned 40, as I said, I can feel them. So when I got these, I've got another one of these somewhere, but when I got these, I was just like, I gotta play with these all the time now. Berserker Barrage, you know. X-Men 97, Night of the Sentinels. I have those 2 episodes absolutely memorized. Absolutely memorized. I have another on top of the webcomic, on top of the YouTube channel, on top of the fan art. I'm starting a second YouTube channel just for a little animated version of me breaking down things that I love. I've only got one. It's my Lupin video that I started on here, but I'm gonna start doing that on there too, where one of the first videos I want to do is of that plane ride, because I know that morph is a big factor of this series, right? Because I remember the plane ride home after Morph gets killed when they're at the mutant registration facilities, whatever. You know, Wolverine, pull back, Morph! Hey, Tin Woodsman, I'm sending you back to Oz in pieces. Cal Dodd, I think is his name, and I know that he came back for this. I remember hearing that Rogue and him sound really, really old. I'm relatively sure the guy who played Cyclops died. because I follow one of the big directors of the original series on Twitter, and I remember that Cyclops died, and I heard that Rogue and Wolverine sound really, really old, but they were probably like 50 years old when this shit came out. Like I don't expect them to sound perfect, but to hear Cal Dog, because I remember the first time I played X-Men Children of the Atom, and I heard Cal Dodd's voice. I'm like, there's no way, that's Cal Dodd. Nah. I was like fucking 15, 16 when Children of the Atom came out, and I was like, I know. I didn't know Cal Dodd's name, but I'm like, I know. That's the voice. That's the Wolverine voice. I'm playing the fuck out of this game. Behold! But yeah, just that whole scene where they're flying back on the plane, and Cyclops gets out, and Wolverine's like, Cyclops! He goes, I know how you feel, Wolverine, and he gets punctures him in the fucking gut. He goes, you know nothing, little man. Next time, I'll use these. And then Cyclops goes, I've taken enough guff from you. Come on, let's see how tough you are when you're not giving orders. Then Jean and Xavier show up. Soldier Boy here left them behind. Morphin Beast could still be alive. Beast is? What about Morph? He's gone, mon ami. In fact, Gambit, my guy, do I have a card or something I can throw? Show y'all understand? I actually had to look up some more stuff from when I was in high school. These are all older than I guarantee you most of you. These were from 98. There we go. Bam. This is kind of garbage, but this was, again, this is all high school shit. Bendis or Bengus? I can't remember what his name was, because he did both of these, I think. From the X-Men Children of the Atom and from the X-Men versus Street Fighter. What you know about that Onslaught? You know, first of all, this scene right here was one of my favorite scenes in all of comic books. I didn't have a lot of comic books growing up, but for some reason I hopped on the Onslaught saga when I was a kid. And when he takes the gem of Sidorak out of Juggernaut, and he's just sitting there like, do you know how long I've been waiting for this cane? And you see Xavier inside of him for the first time. All my life. My like 13-year-old self, like shit on the floor all over the place. It was disgusting. The card though, because I used to steal playing cards from like the local grocery store, and I would literally just walk around gambiting. But again, I want y'all to understand that my gambitness is quite gangster. With that gambitness, I was all about, I can do that shit where you can like slice a cucumber. So obviously, spoilers ahead if you haven't watched the whole series, but I have had every major plot point of this fucking show ruined for me. Fucking Twitter. You suck. It's my fault for being on Twitter. I should know better. Especially when it comes to X-Men 97 dropping once a week, which was like, it has, listen, as sad as I am that I didn't hop on this earlier, as sad as I am that I don't have these videos already up, because like every time that I know that something's gonna be a hit, I fall behind, and then the rest of the world catches up to how great it is, and I'm off, and I'm just sitting here like, oh, that sucks. I've had people come into the bar every single week asking me, have you watched X-Men 97 yet? Because it was all I was talking about. It was all I was talking about was X-Men 97. And all my friends and all my, not even friends, some people that just come into the bar and I just talk nerd shit with them. They're in there and they're just giving me shit because I still haven't watched this series. And they'll come in and they'll be like, oh my God, and I'll be like, I didn't watch it, but I heard. Again, you might be saying, well, then why am I going to watch a reaction video if you have everything already spoiled for you? I've had 4 things spoiled for me. 4 major things spoiled for me, maybe 5. So if you haven't watched the rest of the series, skip ahead the next like minute, all right? Where I've had it spoiled for me. 1, that my boy Remy is no longer with us. And when I tell you, out of all the shit that I've had spoiled for me, nothing pisses me off more than that. Nothing pisses me off more than that. Because Remy LeBeau was my favorite fucking character. When he showed up in X-Men versus Street Fighter, it was the first time I ever skipped school. I was a fucking dork. I don't skip school when I was a kid. But I went off campus during lunch period, and I forget where we were at, but there was an arcade, and I saw X-Men versus Street Fighter, and I was already good to go because Street Fighter was my favorite fucking thing, and X-Men was my favorite fucking thing. So yes, of course. But then I saw Gambit, and I said, that's it. That's it. I'm not going to class today. And I stayed there and I played X-Men freaking versus Street Fighter for God knows how long. That first line from Gambit in the animated series, when he's getting a bunch of cards and he goes to the shop and the lady's like, you must really like playing cards. And he goes, I like playing solitaire, okay? Unless I got someone to play with. I was like, yo, this is the smoothest guy I have ever seen in my life. When he freaking hits the Sentinel, freaking, stand aside, I must apprehend that mutant. Hey, apprehend this. I can't even do the sound. Ready? How did you do that? With style, Pity. With style. So when I heard that my guy got, again, I don't know how. I don't know how he gets got. I don't know I know what episode he gets got, but I don't know anything about context. That's the one and only reason why I'm still recording this and doing a reaction, is I don't know the context behind any of these spoilers. All I know, my man gets got. I heard Rogue goes absolutely crazy, which she should. That's her man's. I know Nightcrawler and Wolverine have a gangster-ass fight. And that wasn't even a whole lot of people spoiling it for me. That's just me following animators on Twitter, and one of the guys who did the storyboards for that fight was like, oh, I did the storyboards for that. But I didn't see the fight. I just saw Nightcrawler and Wolverine with, like, surrounded, but I didn't hit play. That. I know that there's a cool scene where Nightcrawler takes a dude through the dimension. I didn't see it, again. I just know that he takes a dude through the dimension. And then the most recent episode, here's what pissed me off, is because with the most recent episode, it shouldn't have been spoiled for me. It was one of those instances where the thing that I read was cryptic enough that it shouldn't have spoiled it for me. But because I'm a giant fucking X-Men dork, in fact, I don't know how many of you are reading House of X, Powers of X, and all the Fall of X shit now. This was from back when Hickman was still on the series and it was good. Because I'm such an X-Men dork, when I heard on Twitter, in all capital letters, OMG Magneto did the thing, I sat there and I was like, what are some things that Magneto is known for? Like, I should have just stopped. I should have just read Magneto did the thing and left it at that. But I sat there and I was like, what could Magneto have done? What is the thing Magneto did? No. And then I kept scrolling on Twitter and there was the Wolverine meme of him looking at a picture. And the picture was, again, spoilers, skip ahead 30 seconds. This. And I was like, motherfucker. I can't believe I have had all of these things spoiled for me. It has been so unbelievably, genuinely depressing that everybody that comes into the bar, they're so excited to talk about that event with me. And not only can I not talk about them with it, or can I not talk about it with them, but like, I know the thing that they want to talk about, but I don't have the context for it. I don't have, like, I didn't get to see it in action, how cool it looked, et cetera, et cetera. I know a lot of people were giving them shit for the slightly CG-ish animation, but ever since this series started, I have not heard a single fucking complaint. Again, for those of you that are on the channel, I'm a big animation fan. I like break down some of the stuff when I'm watching it. I'll probably break down some of these fights while I'm watching it, but again, I'm going to try to freaking get through these today. I'm not letting anybody spoil episode 10 for me. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I can't tell you how hype I am right now. Because like, there's a lot of stuff that I was hyped for. Like Invincible season 2. I was one of the first people to ever react to Invincible, but I've fallen behind on season 2 like crazy. But Like literally every single person that has watched X-Men 97 says it might be the best thing Marvel's ever put out. It's the best X-Men adaptation of all time. Like literally every single person that has watched this show has said it's fantastic. I have not heard a single person complain about this show. So like that just gets me both more hype and more angry because again, I've fallen behind and I've had, again, Gambit, man, dog, that should not have been spoiled for me. That just should not have been spoiled for me. That pisses me off so much that got spoiled for me. I'm trying to remember. Previously on X-Men. The last thing that I remember from the original series is Xavier was dying and Lilandra, I think, took him to like try to either cure him or let him die with his loved one among the stars, some shit like that, right? Let's go. Let's go. Wow. Wow. Oh, Morph is in the series now. Okay. I've seen Morph like in bits and pieces, but I didn't know he was gonna get his own title card. My man. Bad for Bishop gets his own title card too. Yo, I can't wait to watch these action scenes. I heard these action scenes go off. Let's go. Let's go.
As we await
Callisto.
out of former NSA agent Henry Gyrick has spurred increased sympathy.
I don't remember that time.
Powers.
I don't remember Gyrick. This looks really good for the CGI.
I am Storm, mistress of the elements.
That's her for sure. Let's go.
Then you are a fool.
I love that Bishop is part of the crew, though. Like, it was crazy how quickly they introduced time travel in the original series.
Good guy or bad guy?
The best.
Cyclops. Definitely the good guy.
Dope. Nice. Nice. My guy. Nice, dog. Holy shit. When I tell you that originally, when I first started watching the series, Cyclops was my favorite, just because he was just such a G, and I was so pissed that they fucked him up in the movies.
These beignets needed me more than you did, mon ami.
What the? Wait, how did he just pronounce it?
These beignets needed me more than you did, mon ami.
That's not how you say beignets.
We've rodeoed more sentinels than I care to count.
She sounds
And Storm and
fine.
Bishop are-
With his dream of mutant-human coexistence.
This guy sounds perfect for Cyclops. I don't remember Gyrick killing him.
Scott, while I trust that all my
Morph, come on, man. Too soon,
I
man.
would prefer it be avoided.
Stop being a creep, Morph. Jean's right.
Everybody was giving Gambit shit for that shirt. People for sure wore that in the 90s. Oh, good. I get to see Beast, and he's not a total douchebag. For those of you that don't read the comics, Beast is a total douchebag now, and nobody likes him.
Or if you prefer my friendly nom de guerre, Beast. That there at the foot of your bed is...
Name's Jubilee.
I can't tell if that's Beast's voice still.
And the next day you're waking up to a blue monkey singing Mozart.
Is this CGI or is this animated? Like, this looks incredible. Like, this genuinely looks amazing.
Besides...
Dope. Let's go!
Show the ladies some respect. Scary enough for you, bub?
Dope. Scary enough for ya, bub.
Said the UN destroyed all the Sentinels.
She's always on the. She's always on the jet. She's always on the treadmill. When she was. That's so funny.
Well, when cardio wraps, maybe you can spare the calories to go make sure he didn't build another one.
Nice.
But I don't much go in for being bossed around.
Dog. Wolverine sounds so. Like he hasn't missed a step.
Doesn't matter. I know who we need to see to find Bolivar Trask. The man
Is
who
this
killed
his
Charles
voice?
Xavier.
This sounds just like him. But I could have sworn I remembered hearing that he died.
Place to pass a good time,
Hey, Cher. My guy, I had a trench coat. I bought a trench coat specifically to beat Gambit. I was making Pepicora foam knee braces. Somebody said, why don't they just take one of the freaking mutant collars, put it on her, and let her have sex, and then take it off when she's done?
Any worthwhile man would gladly suffer your hand in a dance.
so mad that I know about him. That is gonna bother me the entire time that I watch this.
I know what's wrong. How?
He was the only one of you that ever made me laugh.
They're leaving the team, Morph. Jean's leaving.
Oh man, this is fucking perfect. Like the spoilers that I have aside for sure suck. The fact that I have not heard or really watched a single second of this at least helps, because this looks dope as fuck.
You helped fund his Sentinel program.
That's crazy. The three voices that I would say are the best are Storm, when it comes to sounding just like they did 20 or 30 years ago, is Storm, Wolverine, and Cyclops. But I remember reading that Cyclops' guy died. Yeah. Norm Spencer died in 2020. This guy is Ray Chase.
10 years, Gyrick. Yours to win or lose.
He sounds fucking flawless. Crazy. What? Kirby Dots. Okay.
I'm here, Scott. I'm fine.
This has to be CGI. So many frames of animation in everything. There's no way they animated all of that. Dope. What the fuck? Yo! I was not. Oh, what the hell? Oh, he changes into Archangel. Gotcha. Would he be able to get the metal wings though? I feel like he could. That changing into regular Angel might have been acceptable.
Solid work, team. See you on the ground.
Dog, he's so gangster. He's so gangster. Dog, he's so gangster. Dog, he's so gangster.
To me, my X-Men.
So gangster. I love the little bit of. They've really made the Sentinels look creepy. Like I don't remember ever feeling like scared of the Sentinels. Like the Sentinels look genuinely creepy in this. This is the happiest I've been all year. This is the happiest that I've been all year long.
Give him the forecast.
Give him the forecast. This is absolutely incredible. This is the first episode. Get the fuck out. What if one of those landed on them? Yeah, this is the only part that I didn't like. Fuck this part. No. I don't care how cool that looked. No. You can't do that. They would explode as soon as he touched them. I'm glad that was the first episode. And I hope that they never do that again. I remember seeing that in the trailers and being like, no.
You've no idea how it feels to be left behind by the future.
That's a good... That's actually a pretty good quote.
Forget single. I got a jet too.
I didn't realize that I was here for a Jubilee gets a significant other story.
Sensors show the intruder has breached the professor's old office.
I already know who this is going to be, but I haven't had it spoiled for me. Xavier left it to him?
The last will and testament of Charles Francis Xavier.
Oh shit.
To me, my X-Men.
Cool. That is one of the sickest first episodes of anything I have ever seen. Granted, it's not really the first episode, but wow. What an absolutely incredible first episode. I am flabbergasted. There's 8 more episodes of this I get to watch right now. I want to see all those voice actors real quick. Look at that. My man Cal Dodd. That's all I wanted to see. I want to see my man Cal Dodd. Eric Bauza. Oh shit. I think those are the only names that I recognize. I want to see how many. I don't remember any of these names. No, George Bauza. Yeah, that is him. I don't know why he sounds off a little bit. Maybe that's just me being stupid. I want to see how many of these voices are the same ones. But Storm, Allison Seeley Smith. Ah, you know that's her. As soon as I heard her voice, there's a TikTok that I made years ago when like TikTok like first came out, where it was just me when she first meets Jubilee, and she's like, "We learned something very special here, Jubilee.
Here at the Xavier Institute, we learn to control our powers for the benefit of mankind."
Cal Dodd, for sure. That doesn't sound like Morph. Yeah, Morph was Ron Rubin. Morph talked like this. Morph kind of laughed like Lupin. Lupin the Third. Hey there, Pops. Rogue was Lenore Zan. That's her. Jubilee was Holly Cho. No, Allison Court. I thought Jubilee sounded different too. I wasn't sure. I didn't want to make it be like the only voices that I could, again, the only 3 voices that I would have sworn were taken straight from the 90s is Cyclops, Wolverine, and Storm. So I am amazed at Ray Chase. Good job, buddy. Good job, buddy. You crushed it as Cyclops. Holy shit. Yeah, Chris Potter was Gambit, so that's a different guy too. I was gonna say, like these don't sound the same. Magneto definitely sounded different. Nope, David Hemblin. Charles! I'm looking at Moira McTaggart. Moira McTaggart! Charles, he's your son! He's your son, Charles! That was a sick episode. I remember that episode because he like makes Wolverine like go crazy because he like disassembles him and then puts him back together, and he's just sitting there crying. Oh man, like this show is gonna unlock memories, because the only memories that I really have of X-Men the animated series, the only real ones are Night of the Sentinels Part 1 and 2, because I watched them a million times. And there's a scene when Sinister kidnaps Cyclops and Jean, and Morph is like going crazy, and Cyclops is like, "You're still one of the X-Men." And he's just like, "One of the X-Men?" And then he tries to shoot him, and then Sinister hits him, but then Cyclops gets free and he blasts him, and like Sinister's like never felt pain before, and he's like, "My body, this cannot be happening." And Cyclops, now when I tell you, this is like when people used to give Cyclops shit after the movies, anytime anybody gave Cyclops shit, I thought about this scene. This scene right here is why this last episode was just my shit. Because Cyclops walks out and goes with the most like, "I'm about to whoop your ass" voice I've ever heard up until that point when I was a kid. He walks out and just goes, "So you like playing God, huh?" And he says the following words after this, and they should be corny as fuck. That should be the corniest shit I've ever heard, but he makes it sound so fucking gangster. This man goes, "Well, just keep away from my friends." Blasts the fuck out of Sinister. "Ruckus, the plane." I am so hype. I want to watch that friggin', you know what? Out of all the things that we just watched, I want to watch Cyclops land. That is the dopest fucking shit in the entire episode so far to me. He's for sure what I'm drawing right now. I'm going to be drawing, for sure, I want to draw something quick. Something quick, and then I'll put them all together. I'm not going to go crazy, but I am for sure drawing Cyclops right now. Whatever you're seeing right here, that's for sure my guy, Scott. That is the dopest shit. Look at that. I might draw that. That is dope as fuck. Who, man, I'm going to follow every artist that works on this show. That is disgusting. And then he's got the... So dope. So dope. To me, my X-Men.
To me, my X-Men.
Dope as fuck. Ray Chase. Ray Chase. Let's go. Let's go. Norm Spencer would be proud, my guy. Norm Spencer would be proud, my guy. That is wild. That he would be one of the only voices that I said was the original voice actor. That's how dope this guy is. I'm genuinely amazed. I cannot believe how good he sounds. The 2 things that I'm going to say so far like blew my mind the most about this is that, well, 3 things. Is 1, how good the animation looks. B, how good the action sequences are. And how fucking fantastic he sounds. He sounds incredible. I can't get over this fight scene. Again, I can't get over the glowing thing. I just can't. I'm sorry. That's gonna always bother me. But when he says, "Give him the forecast," that man says, "Give him the forecast." Give him the forecast. Oh, just, oh, my lord. Give him the forecast. Omega level threat detected.
Give him the forecast.
And this little, like, this is such an amazing sequence. This is easily the best sequence out of the entire series, or about the entire episode. Everything about it, the music, the art direction, and then at the very end, when you just see all the Sentinels falling down, this sequence was phenomenal. Every single person involved in this sequence should feel good about themselves. That's amazing. Fuck, I might draw that. Sorry, I'm just scratching Stella. Let's go. Stella, this is the best show ever. It's kind of cool that she's like the UN ambassador. Like, again, she was the president in the original series, right? I just remember her being on the treadmill, talking to freaking Gyrick and Trask, and being like, "Those mutants attacked your facility. Did they have good reason to be hunted?" Something along those lines. And like, I'm effective immediately. I'm disassembling the Sentinel program. Like, progressive as fuck. She's like, "Yo, you know what? Like, we did need to do this, but we're kind of the baddies. So I'm gonna put a stop to this." I am so happy. I at least got one episode of this started. This is. All right, so I'll come back for episode 2 in a bit. I hit up my boy, the one that kept asking me to watch, and literally me and him just couldn't stop talking about, give him the forecast. I'm like, oh, that was so nasty. Give him the forecast. Give him the forecast. Come on, that was the. Oh, I can't get over give him the forecast. I'm still talking right now, but whatever you're seeing right now, this was me definitely drawing. I was gonna draw Cyclops, but man, I wanted to draw that scene too bad because that shit that looked so beautiful. That was such, like, as much as I loved X-Men '93, like there was never gonna be a scene that's as beautiful as that. You can tell that there's some motherfuckers that like they know what they're doing right now, man. That scene was incredible. That scene with give them the forecast is the best thing I've ever seen on the X-Men series. That blew away everything that ever happened on the original series. I was thinking about how Magneto showing up and being like, "Oh, guess what? I have the will, and it's all now me." That sounds like some soap opera shit, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it just because I know how, like, if any of you haven't read X-Men House of X, dog, House of X, this right here is one of the dopest scenes in the entire thing. I never got a chance to finish it, but it came out looking decent. Where Moira tells Xavier, look at her memory. Then she's, look at it again, and then this final one is him just losing his damn mind. One of my favorite scenes in all of X-Men comics. I'm not even joking with you. All of X-Men comics. And Magneto's just chilling on his little island. And Xavier's like, "Yo, man, what's up?" And Magneto's all like, "Oh, what's up with Moira? Moira, what you doing here?" And she's like, oh, Eric. Oh, you've got some wonderful things to tell you about your future, Eric. And Eric's like, no. So Xavier goes, "Do me a favor. Can you just take your helmet off real quick. I'm just going to show you some shit real quick." And Magneto's like, "Man, I'm not taking my helmet off. Are you crazy?" And Xavier goes, "Listen, man, on us being boys, all right? I'm not going to fuck with you like that. I promise you. I just want to show you some shit real quick. Take the helmet off." He goes, "All right." Takes the helmet off. Xavier puts Moira. Again, I'm not going to spoil because I want y'all to read House of X. If you haven't read House of X and X-Men 97 got you on that shit, House of X. You want a great jumping off point, and it's like a couple, 4 or 5 years old, less than maybe, House of X. But Magneto takes his helmet off, he shows him Moira's memories, and Magneto gets up and he's just like, "Oh my God, I've been so wrong this whole time." And then Xavier goes, "Listen, man, I've been wrong too. I was kind of a pussy, you were kind of a homicidal maniac. Maybe the two of us can find a happy middle ground." And I was like, let's go. I'm here for Xavier and Charles being besties again. I'm always here for Xavier and Charles, for Xavier and Eric being fucking, like, always. I will always be happy when they're bros again. So I'm here for X-Men being run by Magneto. And I gotta work later on today. I'm working a 14 possibly hour shift for Mother's Day. I don't even get to see my mom. I gotta leave in like 3 hours. I told my mom I'll just make dinner for her tomorrow. But I'm not going to my mom's house for Mother's Day so that I can watch X-Men 97 with y'all. Let's motherfucking go.
Previously on X-Men.
That's not how it goes. No, that's not how it goes. Unless maybe they have... I feel like they're probably... This looks like some Archer shit right here, though. Unless they have, like, everybody say it. Because I'm pretty sure that was Beast just now. George Buza. Where it's supposed to go, previously on X-Men.
Mutant leader's assassination last year by former NSA...
Yo, they crushed by doing this... Hold on. They crushed by doing this weekly. I remember reading a thing from the guys that made the Scott Pilgrim anime on Netflix that were like, yo, man, we would have killed to have been able to drop weekly instead of all at once. It takes away all the fun when it's weekly, you know? And I'm like, hey, I feel you. When it's not weekly. I still can't get over how gangster they made Cyclops. They made Cyclops so gangster in this. There's one of the dopest first scenes of House of X is there's like a suicide mission basically, and Xavier's like, yo, Cyclops, man, I hate to ask you to do this. This is possibly a suicide mission. And Scott goes, does it need doing? And Xavier goes, yeah, then it's done. I'm like, Scott, you're so dumb. Scott was so low-key G in all the comics. It annoys the fuck out of me that he never, that once the movies came out, the same way that DC just relies way too much on Batman, man, X-Men, Marvel type shit, they rely way too much on Wolverine. Wolverine is not the main character. Nobody's the main character. Shit, if anybody, my man Scott here is the main character, all right? Let's fucking go. I don't remember seeing Storm fighting the Morlocks. Oh, these are all like flashbacks and shit. I don't remember seeing Storm fighting the Morlocks and Jean going Phoenix and Bishop coming back in the past. I definitely don't remember Asteroid M. Did I miss all that the first time around, or did they just add shit every episode? I definitely don't remember seeing Asteroid M. Asteroid M was a great plot line. I forgot about Asteroid M. I have to watch like a making of this show because I'm dying to see how they did this animation. Who could be doing? Oh, Magneto. I was gonna say who could be doing it that strong. He's just gonna pop up like, guess what, world? I'm a good guy now. I'm leader of the X-Men. Let's go. Sorry for trying to kill y'all a million times.
But while it's too soon to
I like that actually. You know what? I like that. That's some Magneto shit where he's just gonna pop up, save everybody, but he's not gonna be like, yes, I'm a good guy now. He's gonna be like, listen, man, I still hate y'all. I still hate y'all, but my boy died, so I'm gonna try to fulfill his dream, but I still hate y'all. Just understand. I still hate y'all. I was laughing at they had it keeps going viral the last like year where someone says that time that Xavier made Magneto relive the Holocaust. I can't. No. And you can see that. No, Magneto, you will stop it. Like I'm like, yo, that was kind of fucked up. I never really realized. Like, don't get me wrong, like, Magneto's trying to kill everybody, you do what you gotta do. But I'm like, you made him relive the Holocaust. That's fucked. But then again, Charles is kind of fucked. For those of you that, like, don't really, like, read the comics, man, Charles is kind of fucked. But I kind of like Charles that he's kind of fucked.
Recent events will impact mutant-human relations.
Maybe he did this for us.
Maybe he did this for Magneto.
Across
the depths you humans go.
God damn, man. And he's not even killing him. Oh, that guy might be dead.
Electricity and magnetism.
I don't know how I feel about this suit. I feel like she would have cracked her head on the concrete just now. But again, why don't they take one of these collars and give it to Rogue?
Magneto.
Yo, real quick, just look at the dissipation of his power right here.
Magneto, and I promise you.
They did not need to go that hard for something that simple. They didn't, and I love them for it.
What was the professor thinking?
What was the professor thinking? I was trying to get my voice better. I was like, because I was doing it earlier, because he's got kind of an accent that I never really picked up on. Maybe because he's getting older, it's coming through a little bit more. But he's got a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? Like a twang. What was the professor thinking? What was the professor thinking?
The only safe and sure way to destroy your enemy is
Just
to
to make him your friend. Hey, I was gonna say that, but I was saying, I'm like, yo, man, this isn't like fuck Scott and Gene. Like, yo, man, like me and you were boys. I'm trying to like save your soul, man. Like you can still be something. I still feel like Magneto's killed a little too many people to ever be able to fully like have the U.S. government be like, yeah, we're not gonna try to murder you on the spot, but.
Look, plenty of us at this table have passed so dirty they don't squeak no matter how much spit you got.
Yeah, that's true. Wolverine has probably killed way more people than Magneto.
Guess we can assume those jerks in the sewer are
alive, but not unharmed. The tragic fact that I did not consign those sapiens to the waste bin of history is proof.
Can we hear that again? Like, listen, it's Disney Plus. It's you know, we all assume. Like, I feel like they'll have a little bit more leeway with censorship and saying the words like death and kill. Although they did pretty good in the original series, but that is the greatest way of saying the fact I didn't kill them. That man said I did not consign those idiots to the waste bin of history. I gotta hear that again.
The tragic fact
that I did not consign those sapiens.
That I did not consign those sapiens
to the waste bin of history. Who's writing this?
Prove it. Let Gene scan your mind.
That's fair. No, that's fair. No, that's fair. Fuck that. No. If I was Magneto, I'd be like, bet, let's go.
To us, Magneto's intentions were sincere. That's today, this hour.
That's true.
This minute.
You must understand. You have been our fiercest foe for years.
Hearing Wolverine's voice again is one thing, but I've been doing his voice my whole life. Like I'll be at the bar. I meant to keep that picture out. I've got a picture. I'm going to find it. This is the most, when I tell you this is going to be the most embarrassing thing that I have ever put on the internet. But here's a picture of me in college with a shiny blue do-rag and South Pole fucking shirts. Whatever, leave me alone. The important thing is the knives, all right? I've been reenacting that first 2 episodes of this series my entire life. Every single day. Like when I'm at the bar, I'll put straws in my hand. I always reference that part of the Nightcrawler episode when Nightcrawler's talking about God, and he goes, God? What kind of a God would let men do this to me? And I just remember, like, because I was a big Jesus dude back in the day, and I remember at the end of that, he's like praying, and like that's just how the episode ends, is just Wolverine in the church praying, and I was like, this show hits me. But hearing Storm's voice again, because she had such an and they all really had iconic voices. Gambit, Rogue, y'all look more nervous than a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs.
A desire for you to prove yourself is only natural.
But she just has such a gravitas to her voice. I don't even know what the word gravitas really means. Like, if you ask me for like a definition, I wouldn't be able to fully give you one, but she has it. Her voice actor, she has it.
Xavier wanted this.
Maybe he was wrong.
You have finally realized what I did ages ago. Even Charles Xavier can make a mistake.
The transition.
I didn't warn you. I was possessed by a malevolent cosmic entity intent on consuming all of existence, Scott.
Ah, memories.
Just ever since I was in Gyrick's mind, I can't shake this feeling that something terrible is coming. Boy, do I sound like a fool.
No. You sound like someone who read the mind of this guy that has like this massive conspiracy plan to destroy.
Well, your little pep talk went about as smooth as a dozen cats in a yarn store.
What did I just say?
Here you are, dragged in like a kitty cat's prize.
That's 2 cat references. I literally just made the cat, friggin' the long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs. Like Rogue, like... What are you doing?
I am indebted to honor his last wish, even if his X-Men won't trust me.
That's fair.
Perhaps they are right not to.
Also fair.
I think your team would still trust you if they knew.
It was a long time ago, Eric.
Really?
That cat's gotta stay in its bag.
Rogue. I literally just talked about. Oh, it's gonna be the secretary. She's gonna be like, Magneto? Really, motherfuckers? Magneto? No, no, no. Let's go. Come on.
Ready yourself,
Come along to jail.
X-Men.
No.
We don't lose our cool when the good guys show up.
I'm saying.
You were saying?
No, I'm saying you're still Magneto. I'm saying, nah, there's no way. Come on, you.
For Magneto.
Yeah, seriously. Thank you.
Think twice.
Flip it upside down. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you want to talk shit? Like I'm on their side. Like I said, I'm like, there's no way. But that was pretty good. Nice. That's kind of what Beast did.
I yield.
I did not see this coming. I genuinely did not see that coming.
Can't say I blame him.
Can't
Have
say
you seen
I
Scott?
blame him.
Oh, he's there with the others, making sure Magneto doesn't pull one of his stunts.
He sounds fucking great, man. He sounds so good. It's so, like, again, like, don't get me wrong. Again, Storm, Gravitas, etc., etc. But hearing Wolverine again, I genuinely feel like I'm a little kid eating cereal right now. Like, it's I wish I was watching this on a Saturday. I might have to get some cereal. For one of these episodes, I'm off tomorrow. I might have to wake up early in the day and just eat some, like, Fruity Pebbles and watch this.
A lot of that going around lately.
A lot of that going around lately. I was wondering why those sounds weren't being made, but I forgot this is the 90s still.
Protesters are breaching the perimeter.
They must want Magneto.
And the judges, ma'am. What in the blazes did we do?
I feel like he knew that was gonna come for you. I feel like he knew that was gonna be the case.
Storm, watch Magneto and the
That's
judges.
good though. It's like, yeah, now you're on the same side as me. It doesn't matter what the fuck you do from here on out.
He's here!
Apocalypse.
Goofy bastard.
Oh, crap.
I'm confused. Don't they know? So they don't know it's Cable, right? Why wouldn't you have a thing that makes like kill shots? Oof! Round 2, absorb this. Damn, Scott!
I hate your whining just as much as I hate you.
Yuriko. Oh, okay, it's Morph. No, does Morph get Colossus's skin, or does he just get the appearance?
You people can lose control of your powers.
That's-
And if she needs a C-section,
I'll show you a C-section, boss.
Use your powers to siphon his medical expertise.
Trust you.
Nice, keep the... Seriously, you're gonna have the...
Sorry, sugar.
I mean, I feel like that's a fair middle ground. I feel like she probably just absorbed a bunch of freaking HIPAA like violations when it comes to like his personal like clients. Oh, look at that! Look at those eyes. That was a sick way of looking at the eyes.
Their mob manners fare against the shock of good conduct.
God, she's so disgusting in this.
Magneto!
What? No. No. There's no way. There's no fucking way. There's absolutely no way.
The breeze is gone. I cannot feel.
Oh, it's a fall. No. No.
Magneto.
No.
Not what we wanted.
No.
And behold, their reward.
No.
What must we do to be good enough? Never again.
So dope. The music is crushing it right now. Just gonna drop him. Just gonna drop him. No. No.
I would smite you all for what was done to Storm. Do not make me let you down.
the world this week when it issued a pardon for Magneto, due in no small part to the former mutant terrorists' efforts in saving the tribunal and
They're gonna be hunted for the rest of their life. Like, he saved your life and now you pardon him? Nah.
Poison?
Dark roast.
Medium dark. I want an X-Men mug now. I still have some in my hand, by the way.
Guess that'll have to be enough. Good week for our people. Yet it was not without cost.
That sucks. I was literally talking about how nasty she's been these last 2 episodes, and now she's just...
Inhibitor column.
Seriously, like, you've been a goddess your entire life. And now you're just some lady. That's heartbreaking. That's like, that is legitimately heartbreaking. That's worse than them killing her.
Connection is a fragile treasure. Why
Aww.
we sacrifice so much? Only to then sometimes watch it.
And I was just talking about how much I loved hearing her voice again, and now she's not going to be in the show anymore. This sucks. This sucks.
Her decision.
Boo!
The blast at your should be you leaving, mon ami.
Gambit's voice sucks. Now who is it?
Jean?
From the future?
The X-Men.
The fuck?
Jean?
Damn it. Yo, they really know how to leave you on the cliffhanger endings. They're on some 24 Lost shit. Yo, this episode, boo. It was great, don't get me wrong, but boo. Like, literally all I can think about seeing is Eric's eyes again. I'm for sure drawing that. I don't give a fuck. That looks so dope. I might add the rings. I don't know. The 2 scenes, again, like I come at this from an animator artist standpoint. The 2 things that I could think about the most is those eyes and when he rises them right here. Gorgeous. The music. Who did the music for this? Because they're crushing it. Who's the animation studio? Studio Mir did the title animation. That's impressive. Studio Mir? Really? There we go. Mark Graham. Haim Saban and Shuki Levy. Wow, I haven't seen those names in a minute. That's right, Saban and it's Saban or Saban. I can never tell how it was. They did like Power Rangers and all that shit. But Mark Graham, crushing it. I did love this whole little helicopter scene. That was great. It's funny, I wasn't feeling Magneto's voice in the first episode, but listening to him talk to them like when they were in space, do not let me let you down. I was like, okay, I fuck with it.
Just even getting a trial.
Even getting a trial. Magneto's getting a trial. I'm surprised that didn't occur to me that because they made such a big deal about Beast. I am unable to ascertain the nature of the weapon on his back. It's like, okay, so there's something special about that one. Gotcha. I mean, obviously there was something special about it because he was talking about, I only get one shot, and they made a big deal about it. But for Beast to be like, scientifically, I don't know what it is. It's like, there's something more. And then when I saw her like walking, for some reason, like, again, it didn't even occur to me. I thought she was just gonna like, oh, because I'm like, no, I would have had that spoiled for me. There's no way that, like, you heard me. I'm like, there's no way Storm dies. I would have heard about that. There's no way that I had all the spoilers that I've had fucking spoiled for me. There's no way that would have happened. And then Storm just, nobody told me that she dies. So I am really happy. So this is exactly what I'm saying, where I'm like, yeah, I know I had some of the big things spoiled for me, but A, I'm lacking context, but B, there's 99% of the show that I haven't had spoiled for me. So I am very happy that that's the case. Where are we at? What time is it? 12:35. I can do one more. And I'm not gonna lie, I might need a streaming break. I've been streaming for how long now? 5 hours and 20 minutes. 5 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna definitely need like at least like an hour break. So